We are live and direct here in today's political discourse here in Conway TV. I remain Chigas in the host anchor, bringing you way in unbiased reportage of events. And of course, keeping the trail has been a commitment. The in-depth analysis of events as it's continued to unfold and unravel here in Nigeria and across the world over. It is an interesting moment to be here once again. I welcome you officially here in today's political discourse here in Conway TV. I remain Chigos the host anchor anchoring this discussion this morning. You can as well make your own contributions or opinions via the comment sections. Let us know what is in your mind regarding the topical issues to be discussed or raised, of course, and then let us know your own impulse via the comment section. You are good to go as the fans. So thank you once again as you join us as part of the rule of engagement. Kindly hit the like buttons and share these videos to any channel as much as you can. Let others get to join us in this discussion. Of course, it promises to be an exciting and informative one. And of course, we are good to go as we have analysts on the standby to commence this in-depth analysis. Let me get, of course, the ball rolling. The pro-Biafran agitators under the name the Biafran Republic Government in exile has urged the Nigerian government to accept the result of the self-conducted referendum exercised for the Biafran liberation in good faith. This is the latest development. According to the report we receive here, that a pro-Biafran, which means that the Biafran Republic government in exile, has urged the Nigerian government to accept the results of the self-conducted referendum exercise for the liberation of the Biafran people, as the quest for the independent state of Biafra, of course, restoration of the independent state of Biafra intensifies. There have been called by some pro-Biafran group that the outcome of the self-referendum, where over 50 million of Biafrans have said yes to the Biafra restoration, urging the government of Nigeria to acknowledge and accept and, of course, recognize the voice of the more than 50 million Biafrans who participated and, of course, still counting to this end. Now, the question or the issue to discuss is, will Nigerian government accept the recognition or just without any confrontation? Well, of course, that means the sovereignty of the Nigerian state within the Biafran territory will cease immediately after the recognition. And of course, the Biafran government is calling on Nigeria to honorably accept the self-referendum results for Biafra. The Nigerian state must accept Biafra's self-referendum to avoid inevitable historic shame. This is coming from the post, space handle of the Prime Minister as of the time under review. He said the Biafran referendum question was not confusing and Biafrans are happy. The Biafra self-referendum question is, do you approve this proposed declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, okay, to re-establish the sovereign nation of Biafra from Nigeria, which will be called the United States of Biafra, UBS. This is the development here that the Biafran Republic government in exile has urged the federal government of Nigeria to recognize the voice of Biafrans, over 50 million of them, demanding and, of course, asking for the re-establishment of the Lord sovereign state of Biafra. Biafra was declared as a sovereign state, of which culminated into the most bloodiest war in history of humanity, where over 3 million children were starved to death, and an approximate uh, value of 5 million people were lost because of that war. But then the people have not given up, have not given in. They see the more reasons why they should continue that quest for the restoration or the re-establishment of the sovereign state of Biafra, because they believe that their interest is no longer protected just as usual. What led to the civil war, they believe, has been more aggravated. Rather than profiling solutions or seeing how to get out of the wood, unfortunately, situations have degenerated. There is no love, there is no oneness, there is no, of course, uh, integration, rehabilitation, reconstruction. Even after the war, promise was made, but such promises weren't kept, even by Gowon and the successive governments. Just as the Philip F. Young said, the second in command to Ojukwu said that if you fail to treat the offspring of this difference, of course, one day will come, they will rise to also demand for this sovereign state. And this is exactly what is happening. 50 years down the line, people are still very much living in that consciousness of deprivation, of intimidation, harassment, and of course, skimming out of events. They are not being recognized in a country they're supposed to have been called. They're supposed to call their own, but unfortunately, the member states of this nation have sidelined them from the scheme of events. Hostility and brutality have been meted on them, and they said, no, we can't continue to watch what's happened to our forefathers, uncles, and aunts at the level of brutality, agony, conspiracy of hate against them will not continue in our generation. Not in our generation. Our fathers may have tolerated this, but we are here finishing the fight. We can't accept being subjected or humiliated as humans. We can't be made less human beings or citizens. We must identify with a nation where our collective interests, of course, will be defined based on shared values, shared ideologies, and of course, respect for human fundamental rights. We have an analyst here who is on the standby to give us his own perspective regarding this development, because it has become, of course, a national issue. It is no longer hidden. A national and international uh, platforms are discussing about Biafra, just as the internal leader Mazen Namdi said, one day Biafra will be discussed even in the camp of the enemies. It doesn't matter what is the subject, but Biafra name must be mentioned. And that perhaps could be a prophecy fulfilled. Well, let's have esteemed analyst who is on the standby to continue today's activities. Juventus, you're welcome. Sam Onyekwere, welcome. Thank you very much. How is Texas today? Trust US doing great. Monday, thank you for being here. Daniel, good morning. It's a pleasure welcoming you all to this exciting moment with Chigos and Debo here in Call Wave TV. Of course, as usual, this promises to be one of the most exciting moments here, because thank you once again, Austin, for joining us. Yes, this is Call Wave TV. We are live from the red, where we discuss issues of importance as importance and existence, and of course, as continuity. Just as we have read out, we have an analyst on the standby. Kindly hit the like button, share these videos, let it go viral, let others get to join us in this discussion as we welcome more of course, the viewers the world over. Thank you once again. Mr. Lawrence is here to give his own perspective regarding this development. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah, good morning, Mr.
Good
Chief.
morning, sir. It's a pleasure having you.
Good morning.
Accepts the outcome of the self referendum. where over 50 million Biafrans have voted yes for the establishment of the lost sovereignty of the Biafran nation. This is the position of the Biafran Republic government in exile to the Nigerian government. What are your reactions to this?
Yeah, my reaction is this, that it shows that almost the whole Biafrans, Igbos, they are ready to go. They are already tired of situation of this called Nigeria, the country that amalgamates Biafrans since how many years ago, and they cannot deliver anything for their common people in the country called Nigeria. At least we are seeing the people that are supporting Biafra is more than 50 million people. That is a great news for the Biafrans. And we are seeing that the election is still going on to vote. We know that before November we will up to 6 million, 60 million Biafran that are supposed to go for their new nation. I'm very glad, and I'll still say our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to continue doing what is good. Let him continue to be a good leader. Let him stand firm until to lead us the the right the right place as Moses lead Israel for the promised land. Let Simon Ekpa continue and stand firm till to lead us to a Biafran nation.
Now, Simon Ekpa, upon assuming office of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government, had made several, of course, outstanding achievements for the Biafran struggle. And now the Biafran issue has become a subject of discourse globally. People are discussing about Biafrans. Nigerians platforms are discussing Biafra. International wise, Biafra is being discussed. But some quarters still believe that Biafra is dead and buried. What can you say concerning this?
Yeah, you know that there's one word Samekwa used to talk. He said, "What you don't know is bigger than you." If you check the message, you see that those people that are still doubting that Biafra is already dead, the way Obasanjo said it, Obasanjo is the person that said it. He said immediately Ojukwu dies, Biafra did what? Die. And he bring Peter Obi to fulfill in assignment. But you see that immediately Ojukwu die, like Biafra rise up than before. He cannot come outside in Nigeria, talk about Biafra before. He cannot. If you try it, maybe by this time they go wipe the entire of the family or go life imprisonment. But now, in 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said time is coming. That's Biafra issue. Biafra issue will be table on in Aso Rock,
In National Assembly.
in National Assembly. And he still said this. This Tulumbu station, TVC. He said this later they will still talk about issue of Biafra and TVC. You know, say TVC is one of the enemy of Biafra. But now go and check news of TVC. No day they cannot talk anything about Biafra or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Samuel Ekpa or ESN. Now you see that Biafra is already come to stay. Anybody that still have doubts to say that Biafra will not come, don't be surprised. When God want to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah, you know what's happened? He covered many people their ears. They cannot notice the truth. They say that since their father was born, rain never fall one day. But what happened? Immediately Noah built the ark, finish. Noah and the family inside the ark, God locked the ark and did what? Rain. doing what? Falling for 40 days and 14 nights. That is two 1 month and are you getting me? Now that's what is going on in this world. Many people disagree that even including the Biafrans, the Igbos, may not some of them say they are nothing like Biafra.
But the majority have said yes for that referendum. I think the population of 5 million, 50 million cannot be ignored. In terms of Nigerian presidential election have not recorded close to 40 million. I mean, compliance. So, if 50 million plus have said yes to Biafra referendum, isn't that a sign that Biafra is much more alive than ever anyone could have imagined?
And that's why I said that the people that still have a double mind, they are not for themselves. Now, with the referendum, entire of the whole world, nobody, no nation can conquer the population of Biafra that voted referendum freedom. No nation on this planet that did it. Biafra have more than over 50 million people that vote. Say, I'm ready to go. How many is Nigeria is? How many the Biafra is? Okay, let me say that Biafra is, let me say we are the 95 million. Let me use as an example now. 45 over 50 something million already vote to go. Majority carry the vote. Now, whether others still doubt whether Biafra is already die or not, people that have the same mind like Obasanjo, me always call Obasanjo because Obasanjo is number one enemy of Igbos. Whether we like it or leave it, I can defend myself. I can give you the reason why I say Obasanjo is number one of enemy of Igbos. I will tell you. Obasanjo tried by all means to make Biafra to do what? To shut down with the Fulanis and the many cabals in Yoruba land. Are you getting me? That is the reason why the man is trying by all means to bring Peter Obi to come out for election 2020, this 2021 election, 2023 election. And you see that you go to be for Igbo side, you see that Biafra nation divide into three. Among into three, two support Biafra to go, one support Peter Obi and Obasanjo. And that's the reason why we say that no election will hold in the Biafra land. How many people that come outside? And they watch the election, people that vote for Peter Obi is in Nigeria, it's not the Biafrans. That you see that anybody that still have that, you count that person as a saboteurs, and the majority take the vote. United Nations and many countries already do what? To embrace Biafra. Nobody, no Nigerian man, no Biafra man, no African man can stop it. So Biafra will not exist.
Now, the issue of Nigeria recognizing the self-referendum votes, outcome of the votes, as a statement of the people of the Biafrans, indigenous people of Biafra. Now, what is your position? Will the Nigerian government recognize this call? Because somebody must say, accept that outcome now before or otherwise face historic shame.
Yeah, let me use our leader Mazen Nandekano as illustration. Mazen Nandekano said that Nigeria cannot agree because what they believe in what action, they didn't believe writing, educated people. You know that Nigeria is a country that's full of corruption and bad leaders. They will not allow the people to see the real light. That's why they're doing by everything to try whether the Biafra issue will do what? Will drop. You know, referendum, they already called Nigeria to several times. Let's do election. The people will support Biafra to go on. The people, Nigeria ignore it more than several times. Okay, look at Mazin Kanu. United Nations already signed to Mazin Kanu to come out. Nigeria did what? Ignore the word. We are not into Nigeria to accept whether we do referendum or vote, and Nigeria to allow us to do. No, we will do it the way you want. We want it, and if Nigeria refuse to do whatever we do, said they will do what? Samanekpa is a water water. Many people never understand what to be water water. By fire, by force, whether they like it or not, we must take it by fire, by force.
And that is the position, the language that Simon Ekpa speaks. And of course, you have reminded me that, yes, the United Nations uh, branch, or that is in charge of fundamental human rights, wrote to Nigerian government demanding that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be released, citing that he has not committed any non-offense within Nigeria and internationally. But Nigeria failed to release him. They gave 6 months, and after 6 months, United Nations never did anything. Perhaps they are waiting for Biafrans to act so that they can back up the Biafrans' actions. So don't you think that is what really played out?
That is the truth. That is true. You know that when you call yourself a man, you cannot stay inside the room, start shouting, I'm a man, I'm a man. So you yourself to claim as a man, you need to do what? Bring your action. People around you, people on the inside will see, yeah, this man know what he's doing. The Biafra issue that Nigeria needs strong hand. The only language they can understand is what? Gun to gun, bomb to bomb, fire to fire. That on the language they can understand very, very well. They will make what? To Biafra to do what? To go. They know that Biafra is already go, but they are still doing something. They want to know what the Biafra can do. But I'm very pity Nigeria that if they allow Biafra do what they want to do, I don't think that in this surface of this earth, Nigeria will still have any value on this planet of this earth. Because Biafra will use the revenge of more than over 3 million Biafrans that died to revenge against Nigeria. What is happening in some Arab world, that's what will happen in Nigeria. If Nigeria didn't take time, Biafra will use of annoyance to do what? To press Nigeria that Nigeria cannot exist in this surface of earth.
You know, Bullet doesn't recognize who is Biafra or who is Nigerian. You see, that's why we have to promote peace, of course, and humanity, of course, preservation of humanity, and then bringing that into cognizance. What can be done to avoid the possible calamity? Because what I'm seeing is not a child's play. So, what could be done on the part of the Nigerian government? Seeing that self-referendum or self-actualization is not a crime internationally, what would you advise the Nigerian government or the both parties to do in order to save humanity from this uh, catastrophe that is looming? It's very imminent.
My name is Lawrence. Listen, I don't have any advice to give Nigeria. You know why? Nigeria as a nation is a country that don't take advice. Yeah, you said that Bullet didn't recognize Igbo, Bullet didn't recognize Nigeria. Yes, that's why our people said that man come, man die. The people who survive will enjoy the Biafra. All of us cannot enter it. Some will survive, some will be alive. What we are praying there, let us be among of the people who survive. Look at millions of people that died for Biafra issue. Our hero of Ikonso died for agitation of Biafra. What are we talking about? The family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu died of agitation of Biafra. And the millions of Biafra that died, they are still dying to tomorrow. We are saying we don't understand, people like they know Igbo or Nigeria. When you are any place is there, My brother, whether you're in Nigeria land or Biafra land, defend yourself because the government cannot defend you. Defend yourself, and if you know that it cannot stand the calamity we're going to come in Nigeria, our Samuel Ekpa, our Prime Minister and Martin and the can say that vacate and go anywhere you know that it can be safe. If you know that we are in Lagos now, we are not be safe, you can vacate. If in a Biafra land, you know that you are not safe, you can do what? Vacate. If you are in Ghana, you know that you are not safe, you can vacate because in the Ghana too, any country you stay, you know that you are not safe as far as a Biafra. You do want to vacate because let us be among people who receive the promised land. In Israel, it's not all of them enter promised land. Some die, some enter the promised land, but majority carry the vote. Majority carry the vote and enter the promised land. That's what we are talking about. Look at Israel. Israel is fighting since how many months now? Did he think that, or did he? Can you tell me that none of Israel that died for this struggle? Israel they are dying. Gaza, millions of them they are dying because who die pass. That's why Nnamdi Kanu said that they will kill us, we will kill them, but we will collect the glory. Whether bullets or no bullets, we must take our promised land. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence, for this wonderful submission here. Thank you for your time.
I thank you.
Yes, let's hit the like buttons as we continue to discuss this issue. Nigeria should accept the outcome of the referendum, according to Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile. Would that be feasible? Is it a possibility? Of course. That is what we are here to discuss. What is your own perspective regarding this development? You know, of course, I believe that with the latest happenings and developments, that has challenged the Nigerian sovereignty over the support Biafran territory, and Simon Ekpa is seeking for the delegitimization of the Nigerian government over the Biafran region. According to him, that is part of the self struggle for determination. Yes, Chigozie. Okay, it is easy to say break up Nigeria, but starting a nation is not a joke. It is not a joke, and we are not here joking either. Of course, as much as you can see, we are not here joking. Well, let's see again. He said, she goes, you're a great guy and very intelligent and upright man. I have been watching you okay for 1 year. Okay, starting from okay. Oh, well. Thank you for that commendation. We do appreciate everyone watching us, wherever you might be watching us, the world over. We're here keeping the trail and, of course, giving people opportunity to express themselves on the subjects matters arising. Nigeria have been experiencing, of course, unsettling in the political landscape. Things are not getting well. I mean, the center could no longer hold. There is apprehension, tension, and uncertainty engulfing the entire globe as sphere of the Nigerian political landscape. Economic wise, the people are crying, hunger is ravaging as much as you can imagine. There's hunger in the land, even the security operatives are now becoming victim of this insecurity. Just of most recent at the seat of the capital of Nigeria, Abuja, some police personnel were gunned down by the supposed Islamic State movement who believe that they have declared war against the Nigerian police for allegedly killing and assaulting their own people. Well, that is more to do for the Nigerian security operatives. There is insecurity, adoptions, killing here and there. And the security personnel have been overstretched. And more, of course, is coming because the tempo, the tension is building up. And whatever be the case, things has not been the same. And of course, of most uh, important is that things will not be the same. That appears to be hatred, resentment, politicking. There is imbalance, injustice in the system. These have aggravated the situations and have made it almost impossible for Nigeria to survive with this latest development because no country can survive under these current circumstances of happening. Nigeria has found herself in this dilemma. The people who supposed to be Nigerians, driven by patriotism and nationalism, have lost that passion for Nigeria. Most privileged ones are leaving the source of this country, just as the doctors, resident doctors, are now on strike, and they are being threatened by the Nigerian government that no work, no pay. You can imagine doctors. Doctors, what happens to the population of your citizens who are already in the state of vulnerability in terms of no robust healthcare system as far as Nigeria is concerned? Everybody to himself. God for us all. If you don't, let the devil take you. Go to the general hospitals, government-owned hospitals. You can see for yourself, well pronounced, loud. There's deficit of human personnel. There are, of course, non-availability of most drugs, most facilities. People, bedridden individuals are being laid on the floor. You can imagine people are suffering and smiling. It's quite unfortunate that this is happening. And of course, just 2 minutes. No, this is live. We are live and direct here. This is live. Let's have your take on this. This is live program here with Chigo Zendebo here. You're welcome. Let's have your positions.
Okay.
We're live and direct. Good morning. It's a pleasure welcoming you.
Good morning.
We are discussing this morning. Simon Epa, the Biafran Republic government in Israel, have urged the Nigerian government to recognize the self-referendum, the outcome of the self-referendum. 50 million Biafrans have voted yes. They are urging the government of Nigeria, in the light of justice, fairness, and equity, let the Biafrans go. Will Nigeria accept this request?
Nigeria does not have any choice than to let the Igbos go and the Biafrans to go. That is the best. That is the best.
You said
Nigeria does not have any option than to let the Biafran go because Nigeria is not moving. Nigeria is not working any longer. Nigeria is not working any longer, and the country itself is passing through a lot of diseases, which it cannot be cured. The best solution and the best cure for Nigeria right now is division. That is what I will tell you. Because let the North know where their problem is coming from, and let the East know where the problem is coming from, and let the Southwest know where the problem is coming from. If such thing is, if that division is being implemented, Nigeria will be free from all this sickness.
You mean there is no possibility of coming together and building one Nigeria again?
There is no unity. The foundation, if the foundation is not good, what can the righteous do? So the Nigerian government issue has become it's a disease that cannot be cured. Like I said, it cannot be cured. So forget it. Nigeria can never be in unity. The North does not have the North does not have the Igbos. The Igbos do not love the North. And see, the West itself, the Yorubas, they are not in love with any ethnic group in Nigeria. So the truth is that Nigeria, the three regions, should I put it that way, the Southeast, the Southwest, and the North, these three people, they are enemy that comes together. And the enmity is still there. It's a seed of enmity planted by their forefathers, and it has been germinating. So if you think that Nigerian seed of enmity planted within the three regions can be uprooted, my brother, it can never be uprooted. Forget it. The problem of this country can only be solved if there is division. Whether you like it or not, whether you love what I said, people will say it's my own opinion. But for my own opinion, I have sensed it, I've looked at it. I'm not biased of saying what I'm saying. If maybe I'm not working, you will say maybe I'm being frustrated. I'm not frustrated, I'm working. But I'm looking at the poor masses out there. How can Nigeria be in a country for how many years now? People are still suffering. A government will rule and leave. Another government will enter. People, the suffering continues. The country, the suffering increases every day, every day. So how will the Nigerian problem be solved? I just want to know, is it the same people who are ruling Nigeria will solve it? The same people who are devilish in minded in mind? The same people who has this heartless in mind? They don't have the poor masses in mind. Okay, let me ask you. If Tinubu, as a president of this country, has the poor masses in mind, Tinubu will not even agree to purchase 150 billion naira private jet. What is he doing for? You will look at the poor masses and say that money should be channeled to one way or the other to help out the economic boost. But today, he's flying today. He's travel to France. Tomorrow, he travel to China. Next tomorrow, is it what we want? Poor masses are out there. Okay, look at what is happening now. In Nigeria, they are talking about somebody make a hate speech concerning, is it Amaka or whatever. Look at the way everybody is shouting Amaka. Amaka, is it our problem? Amaka made a hate speech. Is she the only one that made hate speech in this country? Me, I'm not in support of whatever Amaka said. But at the same time, you look at that was stoned death. In the those people that stoned that young girl to death. Deborah. Those people that stoned that Deborah to death. What has government done to them till today? A woman was preaching at the Abuja, one of the Abuja road or street, whatever. She was killed. Those people that killed that woman, what has government done to them? People are being killed every day in this country. What has government done to them? What I'm trying to point out here is that the injustice, the humiliation, the kind of treatment given to the Southeast is unbearable. For me, it's unbearable. I won't lie to you. Anything concerning Easterners, the Nigerian government take it serious. They will take it as if they have done it. Easterners have done the worst thing that no region had ever done. That is why I'm praying, and I'm still saying it here openly. This is going viral. I'm still saying it. Nigeria should be divided, and God should make it possible for us to divide. See, I have friends in Yoruba. I have friends in Northerners. I have friends in everywhere. They call me, we discuss. Talk as no, we are human beings, okay? But divide. It will not bridge the gap of our relationship. It doesn't matter. Nigerians owns house in Canada, Nigeria owns house in America. It does not mean an Igbo man that owns a house in Lagos. Maybe if Nigeria divide now, the Igbo man house in Lagos will now become the Yoruba land house, or become a Yoruba man's house. No, it's all about peace to reign. Nigeria does not have peace. As we are talking now, does we have peace? No. The Yoruba does not love the Igbo man. Igbo man does not love the Hausa man. The Hausa man does not love the Yoruba man. It's the same thing across the country. Where is the peace? We look at how the poor masses are suffering. Go to everywhere in the country. When you wake up, you are going to work. Even inside the bus, you see somebody begging you. You are coming down, you see somebody is begging you. You wake up, you are going anywhere you are going. Somebody will not beg you. Is that how Nigeria? I'm not against somebody to beg me, but the poor masses are suffering.
It's too much.
People are suffering out there. What can Nigeria, the government, what will Nigeria do to solve this problem? They cannot do it. So are you telling me that a problem does not have any solution? Personally, the problem of Nigeria is separation. The Northern, let them know where their problem is coming from. Let the Eastern know where their problem is coming from. Let the Southwest know where the problem is coming from. Because telling me Nigeria will become unity and Nigeria will be better. My brother, 1,000 years to come, Nigeria can never be better, because what is the progress of Nigeria? If you're telling me Nigeria can be better, then list out the things that will show me that Nigeria can get better.
Exactly.
We're just talking about something will be proved or something will prove. When Buhari was there, people said it. When Jonathan was there, people say it. When Obasanjo was there, other past leader was there, people were saying Nigeria will get better. From here to here, it will get better. Now, Tinubu is here now. A fuel, how much are we buying fuel of a fuel in a liter? A liter almost 950 naira, even 1,000. So are you telling me Nigeria will get better? Okay, better. Let me ask. During Jonathan, how much is a liter? During Buhari, how much is a liter? Now we turn to Tinubu regime. How much is a liter? Then if Tinubu finish, tell me where Nigeria is going to. They will tell you that Nigeria is going somewhere. Nigeria is going to the doom. They are not going up. We are going down. Because even if you look at Nigeria today, you cannot boast of to tell, even if you are in the UK or you are in Canada, you cannot be bold to say I'm from Nigeria. Look at African countries. Look at Burkina Faso. They were showing their production capacity. What
Yes.
a Burkina Faso
Manufacturer of tire.
a manufacturer of tire. In Nigeria cannot boast of what we are producing. Even the oil that God gave us free, we cannot even build refinery to refine it within the
It's
nation.
a cost.
It's in a cost. And you are telling me Nigeria can move forward. And people will tell you Nigeria is get better. Get better for where? People have been deceived. People have been deceived by so-called bad leaders. When they give you one derico of rice, you shout praises of them. Is it how you want to live your life? I don't want to live a life of to praise people. They will not contribute anything in my life. You need to make people Nigerian economy to boost Nigerian economy. Invest in many places. Nigeria has talent. Look at some Nigeria. They cannot even encourage your talent. They kill talents. They kill destiny. So are you telling me that I should now be focusing? What I'm praying for is not even for me. It's for my children. Because tomorrow, if we divide, let them know the reason why we divide. Let them know that yes, my fathers, they fought for it. I'm not saying that because we divide, I will not call a northerner. I will not call a Yoruba guy or a Yoruba man. It's not like that. We should think outside the box and know the rightful thing now to do is to separate this country. Let there be peace. Because the northerners are suffering, the easterners are suffering, the west are suffering. So the division is the best. So we cannot, the so-called bad leader cannot hold us ransom and be telling us that Nigeria will move forward. There's nothing like moving forward.
They are the one embezzling and impoverishing the masses.
That is what I'm saying, that the best thing for us now is division. Let us know where our problem comes from. Let the easterners know who to hold responsible. Let the north know who to hold responsible. And let the southwest know who to hold responsible. Because you look at the agitation they did. The east said no.
The protests.
The protest they did.
One of our viewers yesterday was asking me, has they ended the protest?
What is the
I was
protest?
laughing.
Is there any protest? The protest was done in only the north. That is where they are, this protest. The other did not protest because they feel that the north neglected during the time of Buhari. They did not protest. So you can see that now the Nigeria itself is not. We are not in unity. During the Buhari region, how many not protested? Nobody protested. They were shouting that if Easterners raise head, they say kill them. Why are they protesting? Now, Tinubu entered, North is protesting, raising flag of Russia. Did any head roll down? Easterners raised their own flag. They say they should clear the whole heads of the Easterners to tell you, is that peace? Is that love? Is that one Nigeria? My brother, Nigeria solution is separation. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. Wonderful submission from Mr. Chinedu. You've heard it, of course, a very logical argument sustained by Chinedu. Thank you. Once again, they said there is no need deceiving ourselves because things are not working. For a nation to be progressive, if you must experience irreversible development, it must be predicated on peace, equity, and fairness, justice. In the absence of this, you are just wasting your time, just as what you're experiencing today. You see, anybody talking about structuring Nigeria is a fool because, of course, who are the ones to restructure Nigeria? It is the same people who have destroyed the very sense of humanity and have impoverished the masses of the population of this country. With them restructure Nigeria to benefit the common masses? The answer to this is no. They will also do whatever they can to protect their political dynasty and, of course, hand over power to their loved ones, to their children and generations to come, while the vulnerable masses remain subjected, oppressed, and impoverished indefinitely. Well, it behoves on the masses to know what to do, of course, to hold the government accountable. Whatever be the case, Chinedu has made his own position very loud and clear that go up, go down, whatever you say, the only way is to make sure that this country divides, let each region or state that emanate from this division control their own resources, manage their local localize their problems, find out what their priorities, of course, and their shared ideologies or values are. Let them work out their own salvation by themselves. There is no need being trapped in this one Nigeria, trapped in the wheel of motionless despair, retrogressive in nature, successive governments upon governments, making life much worse and miserable for Nigerians. It's quite unfortunate. We can continue this indefinitely. Humanity cannot be subjected in such level of cruelty and despicable. I mean, Nigerians are finding it lousy eating in the dustbin, finding it lousy eating in the dustbin, as the case is. You know what that means? Nigerians are now finding it lousy eating in the dustbins, finding it difficult to survive just about food. Look at Burkina Faso rolling out tires. One of the best in Nigeria. And Dunlop, who are producing tires here, they have to flee Nigeria, relocate to other nations because of the hard economic policies and the cost of running their operations here. But now, Burkina Faso, indigenous tire companies have been set up. People have been engaged meaningfully. The citizens, of course, contributing to the development of the country. Burkina Faso, you can imagine simple. Let me not use minor Burkina Fasos are now taking the lead. So that is what progress is all about. Not just looting, borrowing and looting upon looting, buying ostentatious cars, living luxury lives at the expense of the masses, drinking tea, and of course, exchanging Ghana must goes. Money that should have been used to consolidate development and, of course, provide solutions to the myriads of problems. Hunger is on the ground. Multinationals are living, and no other place to fall back. These are Nigerian citizens who have lost their jobs. No one, of course, to fall back on. You know what that happens to their families? Children will be retrenched from schools, and the survival of the family becomes almost impossible. Unfortunately, there are no social programs to alleviate, of course, the sufferings of the people. This compounding the problems, and people calling for the military to take over. You know what that implies? As bad as military regime has been in Nigeria, people say prefer as a viable alternative. Let the military take over. If they could have a breath of fresh air, but that is so bad as the case is. Nigerians are wallowing in deep abject poverty. If there is anything to describe that, just as he said, he is not a frustrated man. He's working, though, of course, there are other dependents and people just walking on the streets. People be asking, please, can I get this? I've not eaten. I've not eaten. What can you do? Even yourself, my people say, and I turn here now, that notwithstanding, but we do the little we can, being trapped in the same situation. But whatever be the case, you can as well support Conweb TV to do more, of course, as we have been known for, and God have granted us the grace. As one of the notable personalities of viewers called yesterday, in the course of chatting, he said, have Nigeria ended their protest? I was laughing, of course, it was very humorous, very hilarious, honestly. I don't know if they have ended or they're still on break. Maybe this is half time. It's quite unfortunate. Nothing was achieved eventually. Rather, this was compounded. People, the sufferings, and now fuel is 950. People queued up endlessly on queues just to buy fuel. Some leaving their houses as early as 2 a.m. just to queue up for fuel. I will upload the video and the interview I had so that you can see what is happening. Just make sure you hit the like buttons, turn on the notification button, subscribe to this so that you can get that video once it's been uploaded. What the commuters are facing. Some leave their houses. Mothers, fathers, Nigerian citizens leaving their houses as early as 2 a.m. They won't go queue for fuel. Some will end up not having it. Even with the high cost of the premium spirit, it is not available. When the desirable is not available, of course, the available becomes the desirable. Even with their money in their bags, they have to queue, they have to leave their houses. You know how miserable that is. Even in the tense society where the insecurity is working, risking their life just to go and queue up as early as 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and thereabout seeking for. Is that how a country should be run? People who are justifying this cruelty, this injustice, are, are, are not humans. They're not humans. They're devil incarnates. Is that how society is being run? You have, in relative abundance, of course, food, deposits in your own country, and you still have to suffer to get it at exorbitant price. Well, these are more reasons inform, of course, the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government and the entire indigenous people of Biafra, demanding they can't continue this way because that is not how humanity is defined and, of course, created to be. They have to redefine their collective existence and prioritize their own welfare and security rather than being killed or slaughtered at will. And yet, the perpetrators of these heinous crimes have not been brought to book of justice. This is the worst and the saddest part of this story about Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate that Nigerians have been trapped in this mess. Nobody to help them, except the Brethren said. Of course, the Biafrans have said, we are not backing down. That the Nigerian government should recognize the outcome of the self-referendum, or otherwise, of course, be ready to dance at the market square. Thank you once again. It's been an exciting moment having you here. I will tend to wrap it up about 52 or 53, about 53 minutes into this program. Thank you once again for being part of this. We are rounding up this program this morning. Here, say Christian, what is it? What is it? I don't understand. Thank you once again for being part of this discussion. Bye for now. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel called Web TV. It's where to be all the time, keeping it real. And of course, consistent has been our commitment and passion to this end. We have come to serve humanity and to get you abreast with the realities, feeling the impulse of the masses, the common masses on the streets of Nigeria has been great, of course, an exciting journey. Thank you once again. Bye until we come your way in subsequent editions. Don't forget to watch our videos, uploaded videos. There are more, of course, important and valuable content that will get you excited, intrigued, and of course, baffled on the current realities happening. Thank you once again. Bye. Until I come your way in subsequent editions. You can as well choose to support us via the comment section has been provided by the YouTube algorithm. The thanks button is there to say, to gift us, and of course to say thank you for the good job done for the service of humanity. Thank you once again. Bye for now. See you